we'll see Derek Carr. You can't...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Carr going to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. To throw, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
The Chargers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first and 10, Herbert. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On first and goal, Howard.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Herbert, he'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert on 1st down now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 3-3, a tight one after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jenkins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Herbert operating from the red zone. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does.
He's got him in. Complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. On the move past the 40. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Herbert back to the air. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson down to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as it kicks away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Herbert's throw complete there to St. Brown.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Jacobs again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and with that they take the lead here 20-17.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man, Parham. He's got him.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Again, Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Herbert.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Yeah, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and they have regained the lead. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling me all.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Here's Herbert. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Herbert now. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. From the 29, Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Calling a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw his Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 36. Throwing now is Carr. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
This is Howard on second down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now it's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jayon Brown. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Herbert throwing again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Chargers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Oh, he stays up. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Herbert now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. Charles, for this losing side.